Imagine for a moment a high-stakes heist. Not in a bank, not in a casino, but in the heart of a corporate data center. The targets? Credentials. Privileged credentials. The ones with keys to the kingdom. Now imagine that heist being carried out not by a person in a mask, but by a silent algorithm. One that you won't notice until it is too late. That is the battlefield where CyberArk operates. And today, you're about to take a deep dive into the world of CyberArk, one of the most critical players in the realm of cybersecurity. You may have heard of firewalls, antivirus, or even endpoint protection. But CyberArk plays a different, more strategic role. It doesn't just protect, it defends your most valuable access points. It governs the gatekeepers. Because in the modern world, whoever controls privileged access controls the entire system. So, what is CyberArk really? It is a security company that focuses exclusively on privileged access management, or PAM. But that is just the tip of the iceberg. Let us backtrack for a moment. Think about your house. You may have a good lock on the front door, maybe even a security camera. But imagine if a stranger got your master key, one that opens every door in the house. Alarms won't help if they can walk right through. That is exactly how cybercriminals exploit businesses. They don't break the walls, they find the keys. CyberArk's mission is to protect those keys. Founded in 1999, in Israel, a country now known as the cybersecurity capital of the world, CyberArk understood early on that privileged access would become a prime target for attackers. Their vision: make sure the people, the processes, and the systems that hold power are always under control, monitored, and accountable. But how does CyberArk do that? Here is where it gets fascinating. Let's begin with the vault. At the core of CyberArk lies a digital vault, a highly secured, encrypted repository where all privileged credentials are stored. This vault is not just a database, it's a fortress. Think of it as a digital Fort Knox for passwords and secrets. Every time an admin wants access to a system, they go through the vault, but it's not just about storing passwords. The vault rotates them, manages them, and even changes them automatically after each use if needed. Now let's talk session monitoring. CyberArk doesn't just give you the key, it watches what you do with it. Every privileged session can be recorded and audited. So if a malicious insider tries something, there is a record. Imagine every keystroke, every click, being monitored silently in the background. This capability has changed the game in incident response. No more guesswork. Investigators can rewind the tape and see exactly what happened. Still with me? Good. Because we are just warming up. Next, CyberArk extends its protection to application access. Machines talk to machines. Apps talk to databases. And they need credentials too. But embedding passwords inside scripts? That is old school and dangerous. CyberArk introduces application identity management, where secrets are fetched securely from the vault at runtime. No human intervention. No hard-coded credentials. Just clean, secure access. And now comes least privilege, a principle as powerful as it is simple. The idea is: give only the access needed, and nothing more. Most users don't need full admin rights all the time. CyberArk ensures that they don't get more power than necessary. Even temporary privilege can be granted with automatic expiration. This reduces the attack surface drastically. But wait, let us zoom out. CyberArk isn't just a tool. It is a platform, a full ecosystem built to secure identities. Their solution stack includes components like Endpoint Privilege Manager, Privilege Session Manager, Password Vault, Web Access, and integrations with SIEM, ETSM, DevOps, Cloud, and even SaaS environments. Speaking of cloud, CyberArk's relevance has exploded in the era of cloud computing and hybrid infrastructure. Why? Because in the cloud, identities multiply. Suddenly, you're managing thousands of service accounts, ephemeral instances, containers, and secrets flying across APIs. One misconfigured permission, one forgotten credential, and boom, your entire cloud infrastructure is compromised. CyberArk's cloud-ready tools allow organizations to secure privileged accounts in AWS, Azure, Google Cloud, and even Kubernetes. With tools like Conjur, which is open source, CyberArk enables secret management for DevOps workflows. Now think like a hacker for a second. If you wanted to bring down a company, would you attack the firewall, the antivirus? Probably not. Those are noisy battles. Instead, you'd hunt for a forgotten admin credential, a misconfigured service account, You define the path of least resistance and unmonitored privilege. This is why more and more breaches today stem from compromised credentials. According to Verizon's data breach report, over 80% of hacking-related breaches involve stolen or weak passwords. And that is the problem CyberArk is solving. Let's shift to real-world impact. Do you remember the Target data breach? Or the SolarWinds attack? Both involved attackers moving laterally using elevated privileges. Had PAM been enforced, those attacks might have been stopped in their tracks. Governments, banks, healthcare institutions, energy companies, they're all high-value targets. And many of them trust CyberArk to lock down their privileges. Because at the end of the day, protecting secrets is not just about compliance, it's about survival. Now let's talk user experience. You might think all this sounds complicated, but CyberArk makes it seamless. Whether it's checking out a credential, launching a session, or reviewing an audit trail, it's designed to be user-friendly. Even integrations with Active Directory, LDAP, or Okta feel native. And for those looking to go passwordless, CyberArk is already ahead. With integrations in biometric authentication and behavioral analytics, they're shaping a future where access is granted not just based on what you know, but who you are and how you behave. Still here, you are doing great. Now imagine the scalability. A single CyberArk instance can handle thousands of users, applications, and secrets. With robust APIs, automation is baked in. You can onboard new accounts in minutes, rotate secrets hourly, trigger alerts in real time, and for developers, there's a CyberArk REST API. CI/CD pipelines can now fetch secrets securely during builds. That is DevSecOps in action. No more leaving passwords in Git repos. Let's not forget compliance. Whether it's SOX, HIPAA, PCI DSS, GDPR, or ISO, CyberArk helps tick the boxes. Not through paperwork, but with real technical enforcement. And here, a twist: CyberArk does T-stop at prevention. It helps you detect and respond. Using machine learning, CyberArk can identify unusual behavior like a user accessing servers at odd hours or from strange locations. This adaptive risk engine flags anomalies before they turn into disasters. Now, remember that analogy of a heist at the beginning? CyberArk does just close the door. It locks the vault, records the room, and ensures the keys never fall into the wrong hands. Let's pause for a second. Take a breath. This is dense material, but it's important because we live in a world where a single breach can bring down a company, where digital trust is currency. And in that world, CyberArk is optional, it is essential. So, how does a company get started? It begins with discovery. CyberArk scans the network to find every privileged account, local, domain, database, application, cloud, no stone unturned. Then comes onboarding, where accounts are moved into the vault. Next, policies are applied: who can access what, when, and how. And then comes monitoring, alerting, and reporting. Over time, organizations gain maturity. They move from reactive to proactive, from fragmented to integrated, from vulnerable to resilient. The journey is to always easy. Change never is. But the ROI is massive. Reduced risk, stronger compliance, fewer incidents, faster audits, greater peace of mind. As of today, CyberArk serves over 7,000 organizations worldwide, from Fortune 500s to governments. Their customer base is growing, not just because the threat landscape is evolving, but because the need for identity security is finally being understood. And here, as the closing thought, in a world where everything is digital, your files, your money, your communication, even your car, the most valuable asset isn't the data, it who can access it. CyberArk isn't just a security solution. It is a philosophy. One that says, if you can control privilege, you can control anything. So the next time you log into a server, deploy an app, or run a script, ask yourself, who holds the key? And who is watching? Because in the age of cyber warfare, it is not enough to build walls. You need someone guarding the keys. And that is CyberArk.